What's up, everyone? Welcome to Bold Voices. I'm Angela Bel Camino. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Always so happy to have you here. Please share, repost the stream. We want to chat with you. We want to chat with as many folks as possible. We've got it's going to be funny, so get ready for it. We have an insanely awesome special guest tonight, an incredible panel. So yeah, we're excited for you to join us. Let's get it out there. Let's get as many people in the room to laugh with us as possible. And please interact with us in the chat. We love to hear your questions, comments, feedback. We'll pull them up on the screen. And it's going to be a great time. If you haven't already, you can like it. And if you haven't already subscribed on YouTube, please do. We always have so much fun, and I'm so happy to have you here. So I am so excited about our special guest tonight. I have hung out with her several times in person, virtually. She's awesome. There's a whole podcast interview that you can see on my YouTube. So you should definitely do the deep dive into that and learn more about her whole background. But she is insanely funny, witty, bold, beautiful bombshell. We love her. We have Chrissie Mayr in the house.
Oh my gosh, Angela, I'm so happy you could find time in between churning all this butter to have me on your show. I didn't realize, I always thought Amish country was in Pennsylvania. Apparently it's in Florida, right where you are.
Girl, you always get me. It's so funny because when I did the intro on the podcast, you did something also so great in the beginning, and you were like something about, I'm so sorry you have pink eye, and I realized I did it again. I have pink eye for you
crazy
again.
Pink eyeshadow. Oh,
something about you brings out the pink eye.
Wait, you have actual pink eye right now?
No.
Okay.
No, it's just the pink eyeshadow. Except last time I think it was a different color pink, but yeah.
I mean, you wore the most roastable outfit possible.
I feel like you say that about every outfit I wear.
It's just bold.
I mean, that is my brand, right?
This show should be called The Bold and the Beautiful.
Ooh, that's nice, because I'm bold and everyone else is beautiful.
I know that there's a soap opera named Bold and Beautiful.
Yes, I used to watch it.
Oh yeah, I watched that. My mom was a big Y&R fan, so I had to watch that and The Bold.
They were back to back. I watched both of those also because my grandmother watched them, and then I got into them.
Yeah, and no one on that show aged. Victoria, who was the guy, the dashing man with gentleman, Victor. The guy, the mustache guy. Wow.
And a lot of them are all still on the show, I'm pretty sure. Like
they're well preserved.
They are. Also want to introduce Hannah Griffin J are with us on the panel tonight. Always excited to have you two. And Hannah and Chrissie know each other. Actually, I met Hannah through you, Chrissie.
Oh, look at that.
We met on Simcast.
Yeah. I haven't hung out with Hannah IRL yet, but
no, not.
It's on my
actually do. I'm planning to come to Florida soon. I don't know, later this year. I'm trying to figure out a good time. I've wanted to go to Disney World forever, and I'm finally doing it. We have some family there, so I'm gonna make my Florida rounds, and I can see Angela, and then maybe I'll head over to New York. Pop over.
I mean, there's no reason to, but that's very kind. I mean, like New York is such a. It's not quite a socialist hellhole yet, but they're trying. And I would at least wait till like it's spring. Wait till like the snow dries up.
Yeah,
and the poop is on the sidewalk.
Yeah, the poop comes out. Yeah,
I do. I need to go to DC to visit Olivia, so maybe when I'm there, we'll come see you.
Oh, that'd be fun.
I love it. We definitely need to do some, I don't know, or maybe we can get Chrissie in Florida when you come to Florida.
Yeah, there we go.
And yeah, that would be amazing. So I love that. Just want to say real quick, Texan Air in London. I don't know if that's right, or if it's Texaner in London.
Texaner.
First. So first to the party.
Oh, Texaner in London. Oh, Texan Aaron London.
That's what I said too. And then I was like, wait, Texan Air in London, or is it Texaner in London?
This person should just change their screen name.
It's a thinker. But you were first. You're so cute. Come to Dallas and date a true conservative.
Oh my God.
Who's he talking about?
Yeah, who's he talking to?
Yeah, do you want me to
Who are you
break up? Are
talking
you trying
to?
to break up my marriage, sir?
Hi, Chrissy and Hannah. Yo, 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 yo. Oh, it is a turkey, sir. It's a turkey. It's cool, especially because it'll trigger woke. It will trigger people. Correct.
It's very like a wife in a Norman Rockwell painting. Old America. Oh my God! Look at this comment from Saw because Hannah was on Simcast just this past Sunday, and we were asking Grok if it thought that if we run out of things to talk about, but like ask Grok if it thinks you're a good person, and like there were 4 of us on the show, but the Grok was most harsh on me and Hannah.
Mm-hmm. It did not think we're a good person.
No, she called Hannah petty and gossipy and like shitty, I think. And
really?
Yeah.
It was bad. It was bad. It would said I was snarky, petty.
Yeah.
What else did it? A loud mouth.
Good.
Something. It was not very nice.
Because Grok has a liberal bias and it bases its whole opinion off of like kind of what other people say about you, like articles written, but also it's just It takes everything that you've done and it does have a little bit of a lefty slant on things. So
it's your face tats.
Yeah, I think so.
That's funny. It's come to my defense somewhat when people like to call me a conservative psyop. If you ask me, like, there's no evidence to prove that Angela.
Other than that outfit, but yeah.
I'm really regretting my outfit choice.
Like, I opened this box from the CIA and this outfit was inside and it just said, put this on.
My neighbor just texted me that I heard cops going down the road. I mean, nothing ever happens where I'm at. We're kind of out in the boonies, but I heard the cops going down the road and my neighbor just texted me that there were 6 cops that chased someone down the road and the guy's on the loose. They have a drone out looking for him. So I need to go make sure all my doors are locked. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Okay.
How
Oh my
exciting.
God. Holy crap.
Or leave one open. Let's get exciting tonight.
We want an exciting live stream, but we want Hannah to be okay.
Leave like a fresh baked bread in front of an open door. See what happens.
I look like I just freshly baked some bread. Maybe I can send it over. So Texaner is German for Texan.
Oh.
So thank you for letting us know that. The more you know, you learn something new every day. And thank you, Jack, for reposting the stream. We appreciate you. Chrissy, you have so many shows. You're so busy. So for those of you who don't know, Nightmare, Simcast, Friday Night Tights. You've done some stand-up shows too since I last saw you. How have those been going?
Oh yeah, I've been dabbling here and there. It's busy with a toddler. But I'm gonna have more dates hopefully later this year. But let's see. Yeah, I was in San Diego, Texas. I forget already because they were all last year. But
yeah,
no, it's good. What's actually kind of good about doing like content and podcasts is like you kind of can work out that same funny bone, and like I'm constantly writing jokes because you're constantly taking in the news and talking to people, so like your process for kind of being funny on a podcast is not the same, but it's like you're kind of working like the same. So if I had a show coming up, I would be like, okay, cool, I'm gonna talk about this and this, it's people will focus on the same stuff, like whatever's going viral or something. But yeah, the stand-up content has definitely gone more into the mom realm. I'm like doing mom life. Like I'll have jokes now that are like, oh, now when my husband said he has a big load for me, he means laundry. That's where I'm at now. Or I'll say like, I don't think of them as stepping on Legos. I think of them as free acupuncture for my feet.
Self-care. Yeah.
It's self-care. Oh my God. The baby has he just steps on his toys and Legos like all day long. He never says ow. Like I'm just like, what are you made of? It's inspiring.
I mean, yeah, he's tough already. Like getting prepared for the world out there. It's
the world.
Yeah. It's tough out there.
But then the dog will like lick him too much and he'll have a complete meltdown. So it really depends.
That's funny. No, I'm so glad it's going well though.
He's putting coins in his mouth, you know, doing really keeping me on his toes. And I always have to be like, what's in your mouth? Is it a piece of glass? Like what the I'm gonna have a heart attack. Yeah.
Have there been any, like, I don't know, funny things that have happened at shows? Or I mean, you've had some in the past we've talked about. So any standout moments recently?
It's gonna be tough to beat getting pepper sprayed while like 8 or 9 months pregnant. I mean, it's gonna be I don't think I'll ever have a more fun moment than that. So
hard to top, yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be hard to top that.
That's crazy. Hannah, is everything okay?
Yeah, I just made sure everything was locked. My laundry room window was open, so I'm glad I closed
Hannah,
it.
we think you should leave a door or a window open just to keep things exciting. Are you single though, Hannah, right now?
No, I'm married.
Okay, so you know what? If something happens, the husband can deal with it. Just live a little. Just leave.
Well,
something
he's not
open.
home. It's the only problem. I'm by myself.
Oh,
so if they come to get me, it's all me.
It would go.
God. It would go viral.
It would be good for this stream.
It would be such good content, Hannah. Think of us for once.
Don't sacrifice yourself for me, please. I don't want to be responsible for that. No. I love Hannah too much.
Your cat can defend you.
I've got a whole army of them. You would think. I don't think they're doing much though.
Imagine you leave a door open. You're like, he sees more than one cat, and he's like, oh, never mind.
I'm out of here. Maybe he's really allergic to cats. He just wouldn't come in.
Ooh.
He's just like, red flag, cat lady.
Yeah, exactly.
Perfect.
Wow.
So I know Hannah has the question for you because she's been asking everyone this question.
Oh, yes.
Do you know what it is? I knew it. I knew you would know.
I know. I'm with you. What do you think of Nicki Minaj and her?
Ooh, I'm excited about it. I am positive about it because I've seen the negativity. So basically what? Like she's now a huge Trump supporter. It seems like maybe she's finding her faith a bit. I mean, she's so talented. Like I remember like over the years, like I was so into like some of her songs and I'd be like, damn, like I'm not like a rap person, but I love Monster. And she's just like, she's always been very cool. Mm-hmm. So to see her now kind of like, I don't know, come out and defend Trump is kind of neat. And I'm like, well, what's this really about? Because she has such a history in Hollywood, in the entertainment business. The things she's seen, like even if you look at the music video to Monster alone, I was just watching it the other day. There's so many kind of like dark undertones and themes of like dungeons and like maybe who knows, rituals, sacrifice, and like just all the dark themes that are surrounding kind of like Pizzagate and the Epstein files. It's like there's hints of that. And I'm like, this woman's probably seen it all. She's probably seen like the dark underbelly of Hollywood. And I think there is a little bit of an awakening happening amongst people in Hollywood. I don't, and then there's some that'll be like, of course they're grifting. They're just moving on to whatever's like the hot thing, which some might, but I don't know. I think I want to believe that it's genuine from her. And at the end of the day, only God can judge, who's genuine and who's not, and like where their hearts are. So I like it. I'd say final answer. I loved her interview. I forget the lady's name, the podcast she was on recently, but she was asked about Don Lemon and she was like, cocksucker, stop. And I was like, yes. That's it. I don't have to watch it anymore. Like she's the best.
So funny.
Okay, well, I'm glad. I didn't want to forget to let Hannah ask you.
Do we like her? What are your guys' thoughts? Do we like her? Do we not like her?
Oh my God. Love her. Love her.
Okay, good. I think it's good. I think it's really good. I don't know. Who died? Was it Diamond or Silk? One of the Diamond and Silk ladies died. Yeah. So we need to replace our black lady ranks a bit.
Oh my God. Diamond and Silk. I haven't heard that in a long time. Wow.
They were bigger, I guess, when he was running the first time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I guess that's what's tricky about your whole brand is based on your twin. And then like if one of you dies, it's like, welp.
Yeah, that's not a very good
Not
brand.
ideal. No.
Yeah.
Not ideal. Were you on Timcast recently, Chrissy?
Yeah, they had me up, gosh, what is it now? A couple weeks ago. They asked me to cover for Tim to guest host. He was away, I think, on his anniversary. Yeah, the 2 weeks ago, Wednesday the 4th. And then Milo was going to host the day after me. And Milo, being the classic flake that he is, it's just what he's known for. They're like, Milo's not showing. Do you want to stay another day? And I was like, of course. Anything for you
Love
guys.
that.
And it was so much fun. It was really great. And I think they are back in their normal studios now. I think they were a bit, jostled understandably after that
Yeah.
shooting. So
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I'm glad you got to do that.
it was so fun. I was nervous though, because I'm like, and my husband's like, don't try to be Tim. I'm like, don't worry. I don't think it's possible. I don't have enough brain power to be like Tim. I just was like, don't fuck up, don't fuck up, don't fuck up. But it was cool kind of like sitting in his seat. You're learning like how he does the show. Like every time, you bring up a new topic, you gotta there's a little like a stream deck on his desk, and you got to push a button and start timing yourself for every new topic. And you have to talk about that topic at least 10 or 15 minutes before you move on. So you're like watching the timer. The engineer guy is like chatting with you through like a, a text box on a shared screen. There's like so much going on. You got to make sure and of course all the other guys on the show are great talkers. So they made my job really easy. But you have to also listen, doing Simcast really prepared me for it, because you have to listen for okay, maybe is someone not participating enough on a particular topic? How do you draw them out?
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there everyone here is smarter than me. So I don't need, no one needs help talking.
No, that's awesome.
It was fun.
That's so cool. I'm sure you killed it.
I had fun the whole time. Don't say the N-word. Don't say FAG. I'm just not I normally am saying the N-word, but when you're just the stakes are higher, you're maybe it'll slip out. I don't know.
What if I accidentally say it?
Yeah, now I really want to say it for some reason. Why? I kind of want to say it now.
The more you tell yourself not to, right?
Yeah.
You're the more you want to do it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. No, that's so cool. I love that. And I think that's great advice, to do you, because you're so great at just being yourself. You're going to be a hit. So, but I'm sure there is that, I don't know, it could get in your head, because it's Tim's show, you have to be
right. I'm don't make too many jokes, but then I'm how do I not? If I'm not making jokes, what do I have to offer? So it just was, it was good. And I was polished, and I was prepared enough to come off polished. And then once you're prepared for something, you can let your personality kind of shine. And I made sure I was the first one there to I was there stupid early just to read over everything and prepare. And I'm asking questions over and over again. And then the second night I was there, I had no, not quite. I wanted that outfit. I had Sean, one of the producer guys. I had him drive me to a TJ Maxx, because I had the groundbreaking idea to dress up like Tim. I was like, guess what, everyone? I would have dressed up like Tim. I'm sure that's a thing that's never happened. And then I had a black beanie. I brought it.
I was gonna say you had a beanie, right?
I had a Buc-ee's beanie with me, but I went and bought this gray plaid shirt with a black t-shirt underneath. And I was asking Ian and Phil, I'm would you guys be totally annoyed if I dressed up like Tim? They're well, it's been done. And I was okay. They're it's been done 7 times. I'm okay, but when's the last time somebody did it? And they're oh, it was last year. I was okay. I was and has a girl ever done it? No? Okay. And then I ended up just doing it for, they did a pre-show.
Yeah.
Green room show,
Yeah.
I think for their members only. And I think they just took the picture of me for the thumbnail in the getup. But then I was all right, I've hit the joke. I didn't want to I'm not gonna do, a 3-hour show in this outfit, because it's just I'll look silly. So anyway, yeah, that was fun.
That's fun. They're a great crew. I got to do the show before
really
I moved. And yeah, they were all great. Phil was on the night I was on, and Sean was there. And Sean,
Phil is such a hard worker. He really like he gives it like 100% every day.
Yeah.
Has like a real like, I don't know if he's ever been in the military, but he has like almost like a real like military work ethic.
Yeah, definitely.
Very impressive.
Zoomies is where you can find the entire Temple ensemble. Speaking of, letting personalities shine, I've seen your banter with Pearl. Is it Hope Pearl Davis? Davis. So I have to ask you.
Hannah Pearl.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think her name is Hannah, unfortunately.
But I don't think anyone calls her Hannah anymore.
Just Pearl and Pearly or something. So I think that you went to the debate. This was in Atlantic City.
Oh, yeah.
I have to ask you about this experience.
Dude,
I've seen your banter with her.
My life has forever changed. So we went to this word war debate. I believe it was the second or last weekend in January. And I was like, it's called, I thought it was World War Debate. No, it's Word War Debate. And it was Pearl versus Anna Kasparian, and Sam Tripoli, who's a comedian friend of mine, was like, he's one of the producers. So he was doing commentary. My Gavin McGinnis, who I also know, was doing commentary. Also, like Not So Erudite, who I've had on the show. I think her real name is Kaya. She was there doing kind of commentary, and I think they're thinking of me for this commentary role, possibly in a future one. So the producers were like, okay, just come and you'll be like a VIP and just hang out and do like streaming and whatever. And I was like, all right, that sounds good. So I get there and I went with like the husband and the baby. They were at the hotel because we took them to there's like a water park on the boardwalk out of the Showboat Casino. So we're like, all right, we'll have this be like a work and family trip.
Love it.
And anyway, so I get there and I'm at the bar, of course, like I do. I'm waiting in line. And then like I actually meet Grace Thorpe, who's another streamer girl. And I kind of like buddied up with her. I'm like, hey, you want to go upstairs and like meet Sam and Gavin and some of the other people? And she's like, sure. And so we're hanging out. And like the whole time I'm like, where's Pearl? Where's Pearl? I'm like literally stalking. I'm pacing back and forth in this like huge room. This room was like it was in this kind of abandoned mall on the Strip in Atlantic City. I don't know if you've ever been to Atlantic City, but there's a store that's on the very front of it called like It's Sugar. And then if you go into that mall, it's at the way, way, way back. And you're in there and it's dark and it's like, it does seem like a Fight Club type room. And the producers did such a great job making this under, relatively short notice. Anyway, so like it's getting to like time is going by. And then like all of a sudden I'm like, I see Pearl. And like it was like a vision. It was like it was like an oasis in a desert. And I was like, my God, is that really her? Am I just dehydrated? And then I'm like, I have to go say hi to her. But then I knew that this was right before the debate. And there were other people doing debates there too, like other guys like talking about Israel and shit that I don't care about. And I was like, I'm just here for Pearl. I'm here for Pearl and Anna. And so I see her and I'm like, I must talk to her, but I don't want to invade her precious pre-debate time. But then I was like, I must invade the precious pre-debate time. I was like, I must go talk to her. So I'm like, oh my God, hi, Pearl. And I had like, who knows if it would have been different had I not had my, like stream on, my video on, but it was on. I'm like, it's Pearl. And I was live and everyone was like, oh my God, it's her. She is so tall. Like she's as tall as she's got to be 7 feet tall. She's as tall as one of my lights in my studio. Like
oh my gosh.
She's the tallest person you'll ever meet in your life. I think it's her and Barron Trump are basically it. And I'm like it makes sense. Like her whole deal is because she's so fucking tall and it's hard for her to meet guys. Like that's the long and the short of it, basically. And she was
the long and the tall of it.
That's the long and the tall of it. Yeah, the tall and the short of it. She was demure in person. She was, dare I say it, kind of shy in person. Like I was like, oh my God,
I saw that in the debate.
It's me, bro. It's me. Oh my God. She was like, it's me. And she had her whole posse around her boyfriend, plus her like debate coach guy. And maybe
does she have a black boyfriend? I've heard that.
He's
Or is that the ex-boyfriend?
brown.
Okay.
The current one is sort of brown. I don't know what he is. He could be Dominican. He could be just
She did used to have a black
he
boyfriend,
could
though,
be
right?
an off-season black. I don't know. It's hard to tell with some of these.
An island black.
He could be yeah. He was he was golden. He was goldeny brown. And they were all nice and sweet. I was like, oh my God, Pearl. And then so we're talking, and she immediately starts going into how like failed like women who are failed actors and actresses get into the influencer world and like immediately starts shitting on like conservative women, which is like maybe that's just one of her talking. I just wanted to have a conversation with her. I'm like, I don't know if that's me, but like she's just going.
Wait, she did that to your face?
No, she wasn't saying it to me. She was saying it about like the situation, I guess. And because I had the camera on her, so she goes into her like pearly talking points, which I understand. And then she at one point said that she really wanted to get into stand-up. I'm like, yes, Pearl, do it. Like, do stand-up. And then I found out later on, she asked my friend Leonarda Joni if she could open for her. Like the goal of asking for having never done stand-up and then asking to open for a professional stand-up is so funny to me. And I love that. And I'm like, yes, Pearl, you should do it. Like, and of course, Leonarda was like, hell no. She was like, no. But then she was like, okay, if you go to open mics, like go to open mic, a single open mic, and then maybe I'll give you 3 minutes. And then like, I don't think she ended up going at all. And then so she kind of bailed on the stand-up thing. But I was like, you need to do it. Do it. You have transferable skills. I just think it would be a shit show.
A disaster.
I would love to see
it would be so fun. It would be great content, whether it went well or poorly. It can't go worse than the debate did if any of us saw that.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like just being around her in person, I was like, oh my God, the whole online persona, it's all a show. It's not, I don't think it's who she truly is. I think and then of course, if you guys saw, like she had a screenshot of her notes that she took after the debate, and it said things like, I don't like public speaking. I don't like people who are mean. I don't like, like all the things she does and is were on her notes. So I don't know. But she's sweet and kind of like and so pretty in person. Like I couldn't get over. She's just not photogenic. Who knows? Maybe it's because it was dark in there, but she just seemed really pretty to me. Like she looked great
because it was dark in there.
She's figured out her clothes. She's figured out her hair. She's been working out. Like she looks good. She just needs to find an 8-foot tall boyfriend. That's all. She needs to start going to, maybe NBA games and lingering.
She's 6'1", and she played semi-pro volleyball. I didn't know that.
She looks taller than 6'1". You know how guys will lie about their height? I think she's like
probably.
I think she's taller than 6'1".
Yeah, I'm 6 foot, so she's taller than me.
I'm a fellow tall girl. I'm 5'10", and
you don't seem like it.
Know that.
I know
you really don't seem
people
tall.
Don't know that, but I am tall. And when you're like younger, like. I guess I started getting tall like middle schoolish, and you're the tallest girl in the class. It's like a terrible feeling. It does not feel good when you're like that young. But I think that Pearl never grew out of that. She still very much has that like vibe of being like the awkward tallest girl in the class. But she's a woman now.
Yeah, she does seem like her maturity level is in high school. But she'll be fine. She's got a rich family.
Good for her.
We have some Pearl comments in the chat. So talking about Pearl, she's the biggest grifter in the right-wing sphere. She's a joke. She constantly talks about high-value men. She's a pick-me version, and her ex-boyfriend was a black, homeless, obese dude. These high-value men she simps for don't even want her.
That's the one I was thinking of.
Oh,
Pearl actually said something really funny about that. I forget what show she was on, but she was like, "Oh no, it was a leaked chat from she's in like a group chat on Twitter, and somebody leaked a chat where they were mentioning this homeless dude that she dated, and she was like, she's like, sorry. So what? I helped the homeless, you know? She's like, it was funny. She put it as like her helping the homeless. I'm like, oh, that's great. It's funny.
And always wagging her finger at women. Yeah, that's
my problem with her. She constantly comes for women, and it's not nice. So I have beef with her for that.
Yeah, and
I just don't think it's real. Like I think it comes from an insecurity that she has deep down. And the thing is, we are all insecure. Every person on the planet is insecure about something. And I just think it's what is it? Deflection, projection? I don't know.
I feel like it's weird to make that your whole thing online if you're not like that in real life. Like, I mean, I'm pretty much who I am. I'm not like a different person on Twitter. And like, if I have beef with someone on Twitter, like Grok thinks I do a lot, I would be willing to say the same things to somebody's face that I say on Twitter. And she is clearly not that type of person. I have a hard time feeling like she would actually come for any of the women she's attacked on Twitter if she saw them in real life.
Yeah.
Well, and that's been sort of the experience. Even she came into one of my spaces one time because she's attacked me as well online. And I was asking her questions and she can't answer. Like she can't speak actually, and which is what we saw in the debate. That's why the stand-up thing is so funny. I'm like, what? How is that gonna work? You can't even, like completely failed from what I saw. The debate. I don't know how you think you can do stand-up.
Well, people can write your jokes for you. I mean, I know a comic that wrote nearly all of Jeremy Piven's entire set, and he kind of came on the scene. He was a known actor, and then I think he had a Me Too situation, and then he started doing stand-up like, I don't know, 10 years ago. And I remember I was one of the openers for him at this club in Naples, Florida. And they were like many openers because he could only do 18 minutes. Yet this grifting ass club in Naples, Florida, put his name on the marquee, knowing he could only do 18 minutes, selling tickets for a headlining show. And then people were like getting pissed, upset, leaving. Like, where's Jeremy? He's not on stage yet. Like, why do we need 5 openers? It's like because homie just started doing stand up. And then like one of my stand-up buddies later on was like, oh yeah, I ended up like he had me write all his jokes for him. And I was like, oh wow. So anyway, she could get somebody to write a whole set for her, like with her voice or whatever.
But deliver them? I don't see
that.
I don't know. I would love to be proven wrong or surprised, but
it seems easy. Yeah.
It's not. Yeah.
It is hard.
It is not. Performing in any, people have talents and skills at that, but it's not something that I don't know. You have to, We'll see what happens, but I love that you were, encouraging her and that you had that moment.
Just because it would be so funny. I would love to see it.
If you don't like public speaking, I feel like stand-up is probably the last thing you ever want to do.
Yeah.
It sounds terrifying to me. And I've performed like in various ways, but it sounds very scary.
I also don't know, like she has a good relationship with her dad, which I think disqualifies you from stand-up. I'm not mistaken.
Well, then maybe I would be great at stand-up because this is really nice. Saxon Violence said, I do want to say one thing as someone who couldn't stand that video you posted with I got Taylor on my side. I always got annoyed because my name is Taylor. But you've completely changed. So this Taylor is on your that's so nice. So this Taylor is on your side now. Nice.
It is an annoying video. I'm with you, Sax.
Angela, you invite Chrissy on here and she just roasts you all day.
I know. And I'm like, she's one of my favorite people. I'm so excited to have her on. Yeah. I love her. And what are you
that video, it's like
now you're coming for me.
The bold lip. It's an earworm. Like if you listen to it, it's gonna be in your head like till you die.
Thank you. That's a compliment. I'll take that as a compliment. In your AC experience and that whole thing, was there anybody that was super cool? Oh yeah, it was shared so fucking much. It drove me nuts.
You couldn't avoid it.
Yeah. I mean, I do like that it got in people's heads though. That means it was catchy at least. So
yeah, it was catchy.
Was there anyone else that was that was really cool to meet when you were there that you got to meet? Or, I mean, obviously
Kaya, yeah, met her in person, not so erudite. She was like the token lefty that they had on. Like,
I met her
lefty
actually. I
commentator.
went to a debate on feminism when I was at Timcast. It was like the next day was one of his Culture Wars live things.
Okay.
I met her. Yeah, she was cool.
She is cool. Gorgeous also. Stunning. And it was really cool to meet Anna Kasparian. I talked with her a little bit at like the after party happy hour thing. And she is also so gorgeous, so tiny. Like she's like 90 pounds. But like very sweet and down to earth and just like a very cool person. I liked her a lot. Who else was cool? I met Enrique Tarrio there. Well, I had met him before, but like I actually like had time to chat with him for a little bit. He was there. He's a very sweet guy too. Really smart. And yeah. And I don't go out much, so it's like exciting to be invited to things. It's exciting to have a reason to shower and get dressed.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. I love Atlantic City. I actually miss Atlantic City more than I think I miss New York City.
Oh yeah. Now. Oh, but it was
it's
like
so charactery. It's so fun. I just love being on the boardwalk and just people watching. It's great. I mean, not in January, but
I had my bachelorette party at this strip club on the Atlantic City called like Stilettos, and it's like it's an all male review, like that's what it is, kind of like during the earlier hours, and then late at night it goes back into like a lady strip club, and like we ended up just staying there all night. I spent more money on the ladies than the men because I was like, go get your law degree, girl, like you get out of this place. Go and make something of yourself. And then like with the male strippers, like one of the girls in my like bridal party, she was like, I'm old enough to be your mother, And I like, as a performer, like if you've ever been to one of these shows where they have like, they take the bride on stage, like it's like me and another bride, there's like maybe 5 different groups of bachelorette parties there, and they like take you on stage, you sit in this chair, and then they like sort of grind against you or like do whatever they're good. It's hilarious. Like I'm cracking up the whole time. And then I couldn't help myself, but like I felt the need to upstage this stripper. So I started doing the worm. Like, I like wormed myself off the stage. And
you can do the worm?
Yes, I can.
How have I not seen this in person?
I don't know. Yeah, I did it at a Christmas party a few weeks ago. And I'm like, I mean, it's it's harder now because like I'm not really in the ideal worm shape, but like if I need, if it's an emergency and I have to do it, I can do it.
How do you train to
It's actually easier to do a backwards worm than a forwards worm, because a backwards worm, you're really just doing kind of a push up. You're pushing yourself, whereas a forwards worm is like you have to pull yourself forward.
I need worm lessons next time.
I see you, I'll give you a worm tutorial. That actually would be a great video.
A worm tutorial.
A worm tutorial. Yeah, everyone wants to see a mom with a fupa doing a worm, but maybe some do.
I think everyone does, to be honest.
Everyone
wants to see you do the worm for sure. Everyone in the chat, tell us how much you want to see it. Maybe we can get her to do it right now.
I would do it on the floor. Yeah, no one would see.
We need a camera adjustment. No, but we'll make this happen.
I need a body cam. Yeah.
Yes. Speaking of sports, has anyone been watching the Olympics at all? The Winter Olympics?
Yeah, a little bit here and there.
I always like to watch they do a video of like, here's our quarters. Look at these beds that they don't want us having sex in. Like, what a drag. And it's like, look, you're not there to have sex, people. But of course, they're all in great shape. They're all horny. It's probably happening.
Ran out of condoms or something. I think that always
They ran out?
They ran out of condoms, I'm pretty sure I heard.
They do that every time though.
Right?
Yeah.
Like they need to get more condoms. What's happening? Hello.
I think what the Olympics are doing, they purposely carry too few condoms just so they can have the headline. We ran out of condoms, you disgusting hornballs.
It's like a bit at this point. People
Yeah.
it happens every year.
Or maybe like some of the loser Olympic athletes, like what are the ones where they scrape the ice away?
Curlers.
The curlers get there, and the curlers take like handfuls and handfuls of condoms saying, yeah, I'm gonna clean up. And then it's like, no, you took all the condoms and no one wants to fuck you. Like, stop it. Put them back. Like, no one wants to fuck a guy who's doing this. You know what I mean? Like, that's not really athletic.
That is a funny sport to watch. I don't understand. I wish that they would explain the rules kind of, because it's to me kind of like shuffleboard, but not. I don't know what's happening. And the team, they're all like yelling things, and I don't know what's going on in that.
My husband was saying the other night, we were watching something, bobsled or something, and he was like, I wish that they would have like an educational section, like telling you like, what do I know? Like, is this good bobsledding? Is this bad bobsledding? Like, how am I supposed to know? Like that's a really good point, actually. These sports are very bizarre. But I've also noticed that every night, like once I'm like done working and kind of cleaning up, maybe like when I'm cooking dinner, it's always around like 7, 8. I turn on the TV to put the Olympics on, and it's literally always fucking curling. I'm like thinking in my head the last like week, I've been like, maybe it'll be something other than curling, like maybe some ice skating or some skiing or something interesting. Every fucking night. Don't watch the Olympics at 8 o'clock at night on the West Coast, because it'll be curling, guaranteed.
Wow.
Yeah, no, I've always really enjoyed watching figure skating, so I've been following that. That's been pretty fun to watch. I think I watched it live earlier. It's like in the afternoon because they're in Italy. So, but people are probably watching it now. I don't know. So I'm not no spoilers, but it's been fun to watch. But
it's gonna be tough to beat Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding again. Like, I need to see somebody getting their knees bashed in to get me interested again.
Tanya Harding is from a town that's literally like 15 minutes away from where I live, 20 minutes away.
She's every woman. She really is like pure Americana.
Love her.
That was quite a thing. That was quite a thing that happened. There seems to be better camaraderie this year with the U.S. women. But I'm actually curious. I wanted to ask you, Chrissie, because you used to be a competitive diver.
Oh yeah.
And so the pressure in these situations, like I'm nervous for them. I'm watching. It's like you have to literally be perfect on that stage. It seems like such an insanely high pressure situation, especially figure skating. Some of them where everything counts. You don't get to throw out scores, etc. But I'm curious, like for you, how you sort of dealt with high pressure.
The thing is that you practice so much. Like I started when I was 11. That's when I like joined a team, and I did like my summer league. And then when I turned 17 and became a lifeguard, I ended up coaching that same summer league. But then I think when I was 11, I also joined like a USA team, like a USA diving team, which was like private coaching on the side. And I did that like most days a week, like for basically 10 years. So you're like your off season, it's like only a couple months. And like in college, the season really starts in maybe August or September and goes till March. Like it's a long season, but you're just like, and your practices are like, I don't know, 3 hours a day. Which is like, I didn't realize how much it is, especially in college. Like you have hours and hours of classes, and then you practice 3 hours of diving a day, and then you have to like try and do your homework. I mean, like I didn't really do my homework. I was like a B+ student. I was not a good student, but it's just, you're used to just practicing so much. You're practicing probably like hundreds of dives per practice, and it's just like, it's muscle memory. And then it comes down to like that's why the meets are tricky, because you're just figuring out like, okay, the feel of this diving board is a little tighter, is it a little looser, how does the fulcrum work, like you have to find your position on the board. Some boards are like not grainy enough. Like some of them are pretty slippery. Some of them are, so it's all about like, okay, how do I have to adjust based on like the equipment, and like some places don't even keep them up. But then you go, some places have like great facilities. Like usually the further west or south you go, like New York, it's like, and we had like the Goodwill Games pool a few towns over from me, but like, I don't know. I did like the Empire State Games every year. Yeah, did college, did Division I all through college. I think I was like third in the state or something, and then I was definitely like top 5 in my college, whatever. And I think I still have the record for like.
I think I saw that actually. I like looked up something. I think you do have the record.
And that record's been there for like what, 15 years or something? Yikes.
Get it, girl. That's awesome.
No one better touch it.
Or she's gonna Tanya Harding you.
Yeah, I will do it. Like, who's this
she
lady?
Said she's every woman. So
nowhere. I will. God, but I loved it so much. And this is why I can't I can't implore people enough to like basically make your kids do a sport or dancing. Like you have to, and they don't have to be like Division I. They don't have to make it to the Olympics. They don't have to be like particularly great at it, but like the discipline of showing up every day to practice a sport, it teaches you so much. It teaches you like patience for life, grit for life. You're just like not a pussy, basically. Like you can handle rejection, you can handle like physical pain pretty well. Like it really toughens you up for so much. And like I don't know, I feel like it like prepared me for being a mom and like losing sleep and having your patience constantly tested, and like, and it helps. You can do the worm at weddings and special events, things like that. But like as far as like how to prepare for meets, it's like you just have the same focus that you have during practice. It's not like you, and like, yeah, you do have I would always be nervous at a meet. Like you're in the bus, you're getting ready in the locker room, you're like, oh, at practice. But then like as soon as you get that first dive off in a meet and it goes pretty well, you're like, okay, all right, I'll do this. And then like certain dives would freak me out more. Like I didn't like doing reverses. And like certain dives you love doing and you score really, really high on. So you hope that like it balances out. I only had a couple that I really didn't like doing. And then ultimately I remember I was so hard on myself because I didn't have like a full 2.5 list, which means like 2.5s in every single direction, like forwards, back, inward, and reverse. But then you have to just decide like, okay, sometimes it's not about doing the hardest dive with the hardest degree of difficulty. Sometimes it's about like you have to do what scores the best. Like if you do a easier dive that gets 7s, that gets you more points than say doing a harder dive that gets you 5s. But and you do all this math like throughout the year. So that is something I felt insecure about. I'd be like, oh man, like this fucking Asian girl does a full 2.5 list or something. Like, and like you watch your arch nemesis like that, like all 4 years, like because like the same girls basically score like 1, 2, 3, 4. And I remember my arch nemesis in high school, she actually did go to Olympic trials, and I was like watching her like a hawk. And like we were like neck and neck, but then she kind of didn't make it. I was like, okay, phew, good. Okay. That means I wouldn't have made it. I feel better now. And then you graduate college, and then that's kind of it. There's no really like place to do the sport. Like it's kind of like you do it at the highest level possible. There's no like rec diving. There's no like recreational, because you have to be in like a specific like shape. You have to like do it all the time. There's no like, you can't go from like 3 hours a day every day for years to like, oh, I'll throw a suit on, see if I could chuck one off. I mean, like if I went to a pool, there are probably a couple dives I could chuck off to like that I could make reasonably, but like everything's off. The physics, your timing. I mean, who knows if I could cram myself into a Speedo at this point. But yeah, I miss it. It was great. It was like it really, I think, instilled so much valuable so many valuable characteristics into me that I didn't realize at the time would carry me through for the rest of my life. And I just like, I really want that for my son to just like, I mean, like no pressure, no pressure, but he does have to play baseball. Like his dad played baseball like all through, like almost like some kind of impressive league. I don't know. I forgot what it was called, but he did that because it's like, all right, he can't do gymnastics or diving because that would be gay. So he's gonna do baseball. But he is learning to swim. I've had him in swimming lessons since he was 9 months old. Like I'm like, don't embarrass me at the pool being like 3 years old with swimmies on. Like you're gonna learn to swim, buddy. No pressure though.
No, I agree. I think sports are important. It's my dad's rule for us was always either you have a job or you play a sport. So it was like if you weren't playing a sport anymore, then you went. My brother wasn't very athletic, so he took the job route. But both me and my sister played all the way through college.
Wow.
And yeah, I think it's good for you. It teaches lessons that you don't learn elsewhere.
Yeah, it's so true.
Yeah, and it's hard. You brought up so many good points. It's such a big part of your life. It's hard when it just ends. You know, for me, I grew up a dancer, so I did ballet, tap, jazz, modern since I was 6 through college. And again, it's another thing with college; it kind of ends from there unless you're gonna go try to audition and be a professional dancer, which I wasn't like at that level, et cetera. And the whole, can you really make a living being an artist and all of that too. And I was very academic, but it's hard because also I spent hours after school in classes or you're doing shows and rehearsals. But it does teach so many good lessons about time management and balancing. And that stuff really does set you up and prepare you for life. And then you speak of like the rejection and because you audition and you don't get the part and you're competing against other people. So you learn how to, being told no and all of that stuff too. So there is so many good life skills all around. And if you enjoy it too, it's great.
Wait, so name again all the kinds of dances you did. I heard jazz, tap, pole.
Oh, not pole. No. She's roasting me again.
I'm like, what do you mean you can't make any money after school? Go to the clubs.
That was me at Stilettos, Chrissy. You set me up for this podcast. Thank you. You made my dreams come true.
Yeah, I was the bold lib stripper. Oh my God.
Yeah, I remember that.
I remember you had the nose ring and the blue hair. You were very on theme.
Yes. Yep. And the nails. Yep. Ballet. I started with ballet and slowly added things. So I think it was ballet, jazz, modern, and
did you do toe? Like, did your feet get all jacked up? Wow, cool.
My feet used to be terrible. They're healed since because it's been so many years I haven't done it. I think I still have a pair of my point shoes somewhere.
That's cool.
I always in New York. Didn't feel important to come to Florida, so.
I always thought like ballet dancers were the coolest, like that. Just probably because all the ballet movies make it out.
Ballet was always my favorite. That's what I started with. I love ballet. Ballet was tough on me because I wasn't born with the right body type for ballet. So my teachers saw potential and it was got in my head very young that I always had to lose weight. My body was never good enough. So that is hard. That's another thing because ballet is a very specific body type. And if you're not, born that way, it's hard. You feel like a lot of pressure to, eating disordered kind of stuff and body image issues. Yeah. But it's tough. Yeah. I mean, it is cool. You're very strong as a ballerina for sure.
I mean, ballerinas, it's like, not only do you have to be strong, but you have to be anorexic. It's this crazy balance of like, don't eat, but also do this hardcore endurance thing.
Yeah. And how do you do that with no food? No. Like, I don't think that's what they're telling the Olympic athletes. Like, don't eat and just go out there and, do some real hard things.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I remember in college, like I took creatine for a minute. Like we didn't have a good like weight program. Like I remember like we were doing like the same like workout as the football team. I'm like, should we be doing shrugs? Like, I don't know if this is helping. Should someone be guiding us?
That's tough. Yeah. But I'm glad we got to talk about this because I think that's such a cool, fun fact about you that I love that I think not a lot of people know. And you coached as well quite a bit, right?
Oh, nothing will ever top like of all the jobs, and I've had so many day jobs. Like coaching diving was my favorite thing. I would just lose myself. Like hours and hours would go by. It was the most rewarding. Like being able because the kids that do summer league diving are like the leftover kids. Like they're not fast, they're not in good shape sometimes. Like they're just their parents don't know what to do with them. They're like, here, you deal with him. Or if you're lucky, you'll get somebody who's like an off-season gymnast. But then you have to kind of like teach them the ways of the springboard because they go on it like thinking it's like they're doing a vault. And it's like, no, you gotta like, pause. You can't just like hit the board like you would the floor. But it was just fun. And like the kids, like they really trust you. And like, I never had any injuries or head injuries. Like nobody ever hit the board on my watch, which I'm so proud of. And then like being able to pass on all the kooky methods that I got from my coaches over the years. Like people would be like, are you sure you're supposed to dangle this kid by his ankles over the diving board? I'm like, yeah, that's how I learned to do a back dive. Like, I'm sorry, to even better way. And also no one's ever gotten hurt. And it's like, yeah, that's what you do. You dangle a kid by their ankles till they get comfortable with the feeling of being like upside down and backwards. And then you drop them. And then you just do it over and over until they can eventually like from a little bit of a like a tuck position, like lean themselves back. Like that's what you do. They're in tuck position. You're facing them. Their back is facing the pool. Then you just pick them up by their ankles and you just do it over and over until they're comfortable. And then they eventually, it's all baby steps. You take every dive and you just break it down and you just go little by little. And then you're just like, working on stuff. And then it's like, it's so amazing at the end of the summer, which is only a couple months. Like you can take a kid who didn't have a lot of confidence, who doesn't feel great about themselves. So like, wow, you learned 5 dives this summer. Like, wow, you competed into me. And some of the ones that were like the most grateful would be the ones that would like never place. Or like, oh, you got over your fear of the high dive, the not even high, the 3 meter. And another thing I would do, not just on the team, but as a lifeguard, like if a kid was scared of the high board, like the 3 meter, a lifeguard would have to come up and they'd be like, do, do, do. You have to lifeguard runs up and like, you're supposed to walk them back down the stairs. What I would do, I would say to the kid, I'd be like, look, we're already up here. You might as well just like walk to the end of the diving board and then walk back and then I'll walk you back down the stairs. I'm like, we're already. So they'd be like, oh, okay. And then I'm like, here, hold my hands. Then I'd hold their hands and they would walk to the end of the board. I'd be like, look, you're already at the end of the board. I'm like, it's probably scarier to walk back than it is to just boop, go off the side. And then most of them would just jump off. And then some of them I would push, most of them would be like, wow, that was fun. Some of them hated me and were traumatized, but most of them had good experiences. And that, like, I miss that stuff. That's like not technically what you're supposed to do, but like, I don't know. It's the shit that like, I feel like our parents, like our parents probably went through. You can't go too soft on the kids anyway. And then there'd be times that I would, like as a lifeguard, like go in for a save and like a 15-year-old kid would be drowning. I'd be like, that's embarrassing for you. And then he would just like grab my tits and he'd be like, are you drowning? Because I'm about to push your head all the way under for that. Like, is that just, do you not see my other flotation device here?
Wrong flotation device.
It was fun. It was fun. And then like when I first started, like when things were very lax at the pool, they'd be like, all right, in the morning, they'd be like, who wants a deli order? They'd be like, raise your hand if you want a bacon, egg, and cheese. And people are just, lifeguards are on the stand, just like, yelling at each other, yelling food orders. And like, that's the stuff I miss. And then like one time there was a supervisor coming and I jumped we would keep the vacuums in these big, like wheeled garbage cans, like with no lid on the top. It was just like a circular thing with wheels that we'd roll the vacuum around in. And like, for some reason I jumped in it to hide from this one supervisor because I knew she didn't like me. And then I slowly, I'm in there and I feel like, oh no, oh no, oh no. And it's like I was on this incline and it like rolls down and like I just fell out of it, like at her feet. It was like a cartoon. She was always writing me up for shit. I don't know the point. What was the point of what I was saying? Oh yeah, like the strange methods for coaching. Yeah, that was the best job.
That's
better
awesome.
than any like freaking desk job or you don't
It
feel
sounds
like
really rewarding.
you don't feel like a cog in the machine. You don't feel like anybody could do your job. You don't feel like like people miss you. Like you get little cards from the kids and you do like we'd be on the bus to the pool for the meet and I like spray all their heads and like I had this like temporary like whatever a team we were on like blue or purple or green. You spray their heads like with this, like it'll wash off in the water, but like
I was gonna say, doesn't it just come off when they?
Yeah, it's like maybe something their parents wouldn't want, but I was like, this is fun, and it'll wash right off. And like, don't breathe in the fumes, kids. And it was fun, and we would like I coached the first pool that I coached at was in Oceanside in Long Island, and it had a serious green fly problem. Like which were these because the pool was like right by a dump and a swamp, so like we had these like gross like green fly bugs that would like come on and like buzz around and bite you and stuff, but you just get used to it if that's where you grow up. And like we would go to like this other team's pool and somehow it became a tradition to fill up like a bunch of Poland Spring bottles with like our pool water and then putting dead green flies or sometimes alive green flies in this water bottle and like taking the top. And then like one of the kids' jobs would be like, you have to take the water like on the bus with you. And then like, during practice, during warm up before the meet, you like go on the high board. You're like, nah, 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 nah. You just dump it in the other team's pool and everyone's just disgusted. And you're like, yeah. It's so goofy, but like, I miss that stuff.
Yeah, no, that's so cute.
It was cute.
Yeah, I love that. I know you've said before you gave them, you literally gave them the push they needed, but I know we've talked before about doing like the importance of doing uncomfortable things and things that challenge you. So yeah, that sounds super cool. I wanted to say Iron said good evening. And also baseball is boring. Make him play football. I'm assuming you have thoughts about football.
No, why would you want, he's going to get concussed. Why do I want his brain shaking around inside of his head? That's like, we've all seen the truth about football. No. If he's big and strong, he can do baseball or I don't know, basketball, but probably not.
Jay and Hannah, what do you guys do in high pressure situations? Not necessarily sports, but we all have our own version of things that make us anxious or these high pressure kind of, what's your, MO
like if you're doing a show or something, like it kind of applies to like when I like getting back to like
stand up, right?
Yeah. Stand up or like even hosting Tim's show. I was like, oh shit,
Yep. Exactly.
Just lock in. Just gotta lock in. I'm trying to think. The most like high pressure stuff I guess I deal with like is at work. I've curated a pretty chill life for myself, so I don't really go into high pressure situations.
In those kind of situations.
Yeah, which is why we're saying, Hannah, go open the door, live a little.
Right?
Let this guy in.
that would be a high pressure
Let
situation.
this murderer into your home.
I know. I've been trying to. No, I haven't seen any updates yet, but I think I heard my husband come home. If it wasn't my husband, then it was.
It was your cat. It's getting together, ready to fight, ready to attack. Cat mode activated.
Cat mode.
But yeah, lock in.
Yeah, just lock. You gotta lock in. I have super bad ADHD too, like nuclear ADHD. So when I actually really
do for that, like, what do you?
I'm medicated.
See, I'm not.
It changed my life. I lived way too long without being medicated, and then I was like, I'll try it. I didn't really want to, because they're kind of intense. But then I tried it and literally changed my life. It makes me feel like a normal person. Like I can actually function and do my job, and it's great. Love being medicated. I also go to a lot of therapy, which helps. I learn like just how to work with myself better, basically. But yeah, real bad ADHD.
Wow. How would it affect you before you got medicated?
Just like it's not people say like, oh, you can't focus on stuff, but it's just for me, it's like I can't get started doing anything. Like that's the hard part is like the executive dysfunction of like things seeming way intimidating or seeming like they're gonna take way too long in my head and like just not handling it just because I'm like intimidated or overwhelmed by it. So it being medicated for me kind of just gives me that like boost where I can just like start something. Like once I start, a task at work, I'm good. I can keep going for the whole day or, a couple hours, whatever. But without that like boost of like, okay, start this, I can't. I just like it's impossible.
It's crippling.
It's
crippling. I find myself like short, small tasks I can handle. Like I can pay a bill because that's like a one-step thing. I can like for me like laundry is really like easy to do and like okay there's no way, but something like edit a video or like hire a person or like something that's multiple steps, it's so daunting. You're like I would rather lay down in the street and take my chances than like every year my taxes. It's like, and you procrastinate because you're just like I'm afraid of, like the process is so daunting. And
and especially when it's things like that where it's like multiple steps. I'm kind of the same way where I've gotten better at handling things that are just short little tasks, but for things that like require us to like process a lot of things or do research or like have multiple steps, it's like your brain
or
just like gives up.
You
just like you give up before you even get to that point, and it's hard. I honestly don't know how I got through high school. I remember being in high school and like I was very smart. I always got really good grades. I still am very smart, I think. And I remember being in high school and like staring down at my AP homework and being so overwhelmed and like crying and being like, I just have too much on my plate. Like I can't do it. I would always get it done. Like just lock in. It kind of,
it's not like all-nighters and stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
It's like the pressure when there's a consequence of like, if I don't do this thing, then it's going to be bad for me. Then you can kind of like lock in and hyper focus on something. But I remember struggling with that so bad in high school. And then once I was in college, I finally kind of looked into it and got medicated. And it was like, wow, I can't believe I ever like survived. I wouldn't have gotten my degree without getting medicated because it really did change my life.
How much are you on? I'm so curious. You don't have to say it publicly. You just tell me privately. But
I'll just text.
I got off of it because I was like, the German in me was like, don't be reliant on a pill that costs up to $90 a month. Like, what if you lose your health insurance? So here I am off of it, not getting anything done.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's kind of, I had the same fight. It was like, I don't really want to be on medicine, but then it's like, fuck big pharma. But then it's like, I'd like to keep my job in my house. So I kind of need to be on it. But yeah, I'm going to text you right now.
I'm so glad that it's been helpful for you. Just, I think feeling overwhelmed is so paralyzing. Like, it can be.
That it puts you into paralysis. That's why you like don't get anything done, and then you're just sitting there like
eating chocolate, and then you're like, this doesn't help. This isn't helping at all. Like,
and you're not relaxing because you're like, you're thinking about everything you're not doing. Oh my god, it's terrible.
You're like, why am I eating expired nerds? What's wrong? This isn't helping.
And it makes so much sense. That's why when something feels so big, it's like you don't even know where to start. So it makes sense when you guys are saying breaking it down, when having the smaller things are easy. So almost with like big things, you almost have to break them down into like a step-by-step too. And be like, I can get, but it's hard.
But then and sometimes when I would be on Adderall, because I didn't discover it or get on it till my 20s when I was in like my working years. And like sometimes you take it and like, you crush it at your day job, because I would have boring day jobs. But then sometimes, I would take it and then I would get into a fugue state and just clean the whole apartment. And then you just be like, you're in like a manic, and then you're like, and then you have a crash. Like, I'm hungry. I have a headache. Help.
Yeah, that's my problem. I forget to eat. I usually don't take it on the weekends unless I like need to get stuff done. I take it before I work, but I forget to eat all day, and then I get to the end of the day, I'm like, why do I feel like shit? Why do I feel like I'm gonna die? Oh, it's because I've had 2 coffees and Adderall, and that's it.
Yeah, but it helps you lose weight. It was good for that.
It's just a little bit.
I feel like I'm talking about an ex right now. I'm like
a toxic ex. Yes.
Yeah, but I'm like, but we had some fun times together.
Yeah. Maybe I should give him a call.
It's funny though, because
wonder what he's doing.
People are always like, oh, like Adderall, like that's that's awesome, whatever. Like, because people who don't have ADHD, I think Adderall affects them differently. Like people, I don't know if they get high or if you just like, I don't know what it makes you feel like. It makes me feel like a normal person. Like I don't get any sort of like buzz or like, oh
it made me feel smarter. Like, you know that movie Limitless where like, I don't know, they just tap into like
that's how I always feel when I take it. I'm like, okay.
And I can get things accomplished. It's like the clouds part and you're just like, oh, I can do this. Like it's really incredible.
Yeah, I know. It makes you realize like, oh, this is what people who don't have ADHD feel like.
Do
like
normal people just wake up and feel like this every day? Probably.
Yeah.
Probably the normal people have their like other stuff, because like I don't struggle with that, but I do with like anxiety and other things, or
for sure.
We all have our things, and but yeah, it's life be life, and struggle, and I'm just glad that you found things that are helpful, and it can be hard to find that, and with medication too, it's understandably a lot of people are cautious about it or don't want to, but it can in certain situations. It is really like and some people give up because it's finding the right one and the right dosage, and there's all these side effects, and so it can be a real process. Jay, what about you in high stress situations? I know you've been in them.
Jay, tell us what drugs you're on, Jay.
I'm probably the worst person to ask about this because we did completely unhealthy things in the military. Like my high stress, like coping mechanism, I guess, would be like crushing energy drinks and then going on like something like listening to death metal. Like that's what we used to do. So I don't know.
That's just locking in. That's just your version of locking in.
Yeah, like I don't know, like really big missions and stuff like that. Honestly, that's what I would do. And
whatever works.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's kind of weird when we would do like a high stress one or whatever, but like we trained so much too. So it was like the people are always like, oh, do you not like combat, or like it was hard being open. No, that's like the best part for me, like was being in there, because that's what you train for your whole career or whatever. So like I thrive in that stuff, and it doesn't bother me at all. And yeah, I don't know. Like I'm probably not the person to ask, but when
you are the person to ask. You've been in when I
got out of the military though, like when I went to do my physical or whatever.
Ooh, military.
When I did 20 years. And
wow.
Yeah, and,
that explains damn arms.
and
I wouldn't wear sleeves either.
Yeah, it's like 80 out right now. Like it like
sure.
Today, well, I did before I came in here too. I did an ice bath too, but
shrinkage.
Yeah.
Careful, you're getting Chrissy excited.
I'm about to do the worm.
Picturing you very cold.
Get her to do the worm, Jay. Keep going.
I'm doing the worm downstairs.
But like when I went to go do my physical or whatever, like I was only like sleeping like 3 hours a night. So that's like I don't know, like the things that we were doing were not healthy for us or whatever. So like I don't know, like I needed to like learn how to be normal again. And so it took a little bit of while. Like I actually went to therapy and stuff like that, and I needed that, honestly, because like just the lifestyle that we were living or whatever, like it was kind of insane. So because I was all in, like I did everything, like I was like super fit, like I did everything, like I got a degree just for promotions and stuff, and like I was just all in on Army stuff, and I didn't know how to take care of myself, to be honest with you. Like I didn't know how to have fun. and that probably ended my marriage or whatever. Was a big part of it or whatever. But like,
No.
well, it just shit happens or whatever. And like, it's hard on a marriage or whatever. We were married for 14 years, and now I raise my 2 teenagers by myself or whatever. But like,
Oh, good for you. You're a good dad.
yeah, I mean, it's a blessing. But like, when you're in it though, like you just don't like, it's hard to see like what you're doing to yourself and what you're doing to the people around you and stuff. And I wasn't like a super negative person. I was just all in on army shit. Like I was all like, I just don't know how to turn it off. Like I don't know how to like not half-ass something. Like
it's not just a job. It's like a lifestyle. It's a brotherhood. It's like, it's so many things.
Yeah. So I was just all in on it, and I loved it. I love doing high stress missions. I love like if we're like going to get the Taliban in the middle of the Helmand or whatever, like I'm all in. Like I fucking love that stuff. But just like it's hard to like I have to be like a dad and stuff, and I have to like I have like there's life beyond the military and stuff. So I just had to, but I started that when I was 18 or whatever. And the interesting part about this is plays into the Olympics is I used to ski at the same place Lindsey Vonn did. We grew up in the same area.
Wow.
And she's a couple of years younger than me, and but we were just out there, like we were like I was not on the team or whatever. Like they had like a team and where they wear like the suits where it's like a condom or whatever. Like it looks really weird, but they would do like the mogul area or whatever. And I know I've seen her before when she, like I said, she was a couple of years younger than me, but we would just be out there doing like tricks and stuff like that. But I was out there like 4 or 5 days a week, and I know I've run across her before. So
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for sharing your personal journeys and experiences. I think that was, it helps other people. I heard a lot of also just like preparation, training. So I think that makes a lot of, I always think about that too, going into things that make me anxious, is being as prepared as possible. I think preparation is a big, so like you said, muscle memory, I've trained for this. Obviously the mental for me, it's like what you say to yourself, like what you're telling yourself.
Yeah.
And then
try to have a good outfit, like, and try to like have your hair looking good. Like that's all stuff that,
it makes you feel confident at least, right? The confidence is helpful in these situations for sure, in any situation. And then taking care of yourself.
Have your boobs out a little bit. It always helps, no matter what you're doing.
It can't hurt. Can't hurt. Thank you so much, DC Panic, for reposting the stream. Okay, guys, I gotta ask Mamdani. Well, I have to ask Chrissie because Chrissie's still in New York, although not quite in the city. But there's some stuff going on with Mamdani. There's obviously there's been stuff going on with Mamdani, but the latest is Mamdani is in a high-profile budget dispute with Governor Kathy Hochul over city funding and taxation. There's pressure to increase taxes on the wealthy New Yorkers to generate more revenue for the city, or he will raise property taxes potentially up to 9.5% to cover budget needs. Fun fact, his proposed $127 billion New York City budget exceeds Florida's entire state budget by nearly $10 billion. And Florida has almost 3 times the population. So I don't know if this has affected you at all, Chrissie, yet.
And he's getting he's getting Albany money too. It's interesting because I always like to ask, because Grok is the equivalent of like, reading a bunch of lefty, like read CNN, CBS, like what's it called? NBC, all the things. But anyway, apparently Mamdani's base, and this is why like leftist socialists, they're never going to be happy. And I think he's learning like campaigning is very different than actually leading. And the base is upset with him because like they're, he's not really done anything concrete yet as far as like making housing more livable. I had Larry Sharp. I interviewed him. He's actually running for governor of New York. Very cool guy, libertarian candidate. Although he is running as an independent, but he said ultimately Mamdani only has control over the schools and the cops. And I think I don't know what he's doing. If he's hiring less cops or if that's just the propaganda that they're putting out there to make his base happy. But they are starting something called, his base is upset because he's keeping on NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch. She rolled back some of the reforms. She works with ICE. She's cracked down on the Palestine protests, which is stuff Mamdani supposedly used to rail against.
Yeah.
Some of his base are calling him a sellout already. They're upset that he's endorsing Kathy Hochul. Let's see. What else is what is another thing that he's wanting to instate something where they have like he's trying to recruit civilians to respond to like mental health
That's
crises.
even crazier than what. So
who the hell is going to sign up for that?
Civilians now, because I was, as a mental health professional, not wanting to respond.
You were in that realm. Like, you're the kind of person that they would want for this.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And the decriminalizing all these crimes like assault. And
that's crazy.
It is crazy. It's scary. It's already scary. Like, I was scared for my safety. And now, let's
doing a therapy session in a crack house, like have a seat on.
How do you feel?
Like, I understand.
I want to kill all white people, but what's underneath that?
But you can't, in that kind of a situation, you can't have a conversation like that with someone for reasons like they might need medication. They're in whatever survival mode. I get like a response team. I get that there are different skills needed, and mental health is a good, but not to go into the subway and someone's, not well. And you're like, hi, would you like to go? Would you like to come with me? And can you, no, thank you.
They put like their feces on your face and you're like, okay, let's try a different approach.
Right.
And who has the liability on that when someone does something crazy to a civilian volunteer who's doing this? Like, hello?
Jeff,
Well, and homeless people have been dying in New York because it's so cold. The conditions are so terrible, and they won't force anyone into shelter. So unfortunately, some people have died in the And
I'm sorry, how hard is it to build an igloo? Just push back some of that snow and you scoop it out from the inside. I don't know. Throw them in there if they don't want to go inside.
It's super insulated.
Yeah.
So that's what I've heard. Yes.
Yeah, they teach it in Army teaches it, actually. It's like survival school. Like, if you're really like in the cold or whatever.
They need you.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
What do you use to scoop the snow out? Like a helmet?
Well, I mean, whatever you have. Yeah. I mean, it's
so
really
cool.
Yeah, they teach you all kinds of stuff.
But yes, Mamdani, promised all these things, and it's like, where's the money? Where's the money? We've talked about his whole like, please, okay, I said don't send me money, but now I need the money. So now it's a whole, putting pressure on Kathy Hochul and raising property taxes by a ton and wanting to tax the I suspect a lot of people are going, especially wealthy people, are going to be fleeing New York.
Yes, and it's interesting now because the housing market, like, I guess the after the last big snow, which is right now, is when most of the houses go on sale. Like, people who are going to sell their houses usually put them on the market now. People that are finally moving to Florida or South Carolina or Pennsylvania, like, those are the usual places people from New York go. It's like, Florida, South Carolina, Pennsylvania. there's a couple other spots too, but that I mean, certainly I think anybody who could have got out of New York did so during the pandemic. And if they didn't, it's because they had to stay here for like that they have family here, their jobs here, they like really just can't leave. But yeah, if there's any rich people still left in New York City, like yeah, I'm sure there's like jet setters that have their like second or third or fourth home. You know, they have an apartment there, but like they're gonna be taxed up the wazoo. They gotta get out of there. And there's really no point in being in New York City anymore unless you're like literally a Broadway performer. You can do any other industry and not have to physically live there. But I guess if he doesn't deliver on freezing rent or what was his other big campaign, which he's not, how is he going to do that? If he doesn't freeze rent, if he doesn't do transit cash, like if he doesn't do the free
buses,
people are going to be like, he was all, I think a fair amount of it was like he was all talk. He said what he needed to say to get elected. And I think that first big meeting with Trump after he got elected was like, I'm sure he just showed up a little bit like on his knees, like, all right, I'm sorry about what I said about you, Daddy Trump. Like, but Trump understands, like, he said what he had to say to get elected. So I don't know. He's young, he's brown. Everyone's very excited about him still.
What else do you need? We'll see what happens. The saga continues, but yeah, it's
what were pre-pandemic rents like there though? Like pre-pandemic, like prior, like, and then maybe like last 3 quarters of Joe Biden, like where were like what was the jump from there?
I moved out of New York City in 2017. That's when I moved in with my now husband. I don't know if I'm a good example though, because I always was living with Craigslist roommates. And when I'm like my situation, I think I was paying her. But again, I was living with a 65-year-old woman named Susan in Queens. I think I was paying like $950 a month just for my room. I mean, I couldn't go in any other room in the apartment, which was an incredible steal. But again, I was living with a geriatric, so I'm not really a good example.
I mean, I kind of am I was in New York from 2013 until 2025 and lived in 3 different apartments. They were all 1-bedroom apartments. The first were in Queens in Astoria. I was there for 8 years and my beginning rent for a 1-bedroom in Astoria was $1,700. By the time I left Astoria, it was probably more like $19,000 to $2,000. And then rents dropped for sure during COVID because a lot of people left the city and there were deals, there were COVID deals. But if you weren't in a rent stabilized apartment, once New York came back, they could jack the rents back up $1,000+ a month. So a lot of people got good deals for temporarily, but then those people got kind of pushed out because rents now in the city are, I mean, it's depending where it's a lot in the actual city in New York City for a studio, at least $3,000, $3,500, you know, stuff. It's insane. I mean, now it's really, really expensive. Yeah. I was lucky. The apartment I got in the city on the Upper West Side was rent stabilized. So they could only raise it so much. I got a COVID deal and then they could only raise it so much. So, but I'm like an exception. Yeah. I mean, in that area, nothing under basically $3,000, $3,500 for a studio, small, tiny space. 5,000. I mean, you know, plus in the city, it's depending on the area and what you get. It's very expensive.
Yeah. I mean, even here in South Georgia, like I'm like, it's not comparable, but the thing is like, they jumped about $1,000 a month it's generally what it did. Like for what you had before and what you have after or whatever is about $1,000 now comparably. And hopefully they go down, but I can't imagine them going up another 10% just for this stupid fantasy that he had or whatever. Like, I don't get it, but because none of that stuff's gonna be free. Like I don't.
Someone's got to pay for it.
Yeah, I don't know why they were sold on that, but
apparently it's all the rich people, which aren't going to. I mean, taxes are already so much in New York City, so
Yeah, but is he gonna? I wonder if he's planning to tax the corporations, like say Google. I doubt Google has moved out of the city.
Right.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair though, I looked it up before. The GDP of New York City is much higher than Florida, the whole state. So comparatively, like when you're talking about the comparison, like the taxes, the population, stuff like that, they were talking about like Florida was, whatever they were comparing their different rates, but the GDP in New York City is pretty high. Like it produces a lot of money, and I don't know what goes into that or whatever, but like it's a pretty.
Do they include the stock exchange in that? Like, how much of the finance stuff is included in that?
I'm sure it is. That's why it's like 2.1 trillion was for New York City alone, and then 1.7 trillion for Florida as a whole.
Oh, wow.
Well, okay. In other news, we have Prince Andrew, who was arrested today. I know you've talked about Prince Andrew, Chrissy, but he was
love him. Great guy.
Yeah, great guy. Doing all kinds.
So,
very misunderstood.
So he was arrested today and since released.
What a great photo of him too.
Yeah,
it's good, right? He was like,
Maximum
he really knows how to pose.
It's like
he really knows his angles.
Yeah, it's like Hannibal Lecter when he's like,
yeah.
So I guess the question is he really going to be charged on anything pedophilia related, or is it going to be more white collar crimes?
My guess, to interrupt you, is that he was arrested because of he shared state secrets to, I think, Epstein or other people that he worked with. I think the pedophilia stuff is so bad because he's one of the OG like Epstein list guys, like Clinton and anybody else who's been following this. Like, I spent my whole lockdowns like looking into this stuff, so it's he's been a long time creeper, and I think if they're going to exile him from the royal family, they'll make it because of that. They'll be like, oh, well, you shared state secrets, so you're such a dishonor. They're not going to publicly, it's going to be too embarrassing for them to publicly out all of his horrible crimes against humanity. You know what I mean? So they'll do what they need to do to look good on their end, the royal family, but I don't think they want to detail. I mean, that's Charles's brother, right? So I don't think they want to
air it all out there.
Yeah.
Transparent.
Yeah.
Yeah, that puts a stain on the whole family. They definitely don't want that.
No, hell no. The UK is corrupt as hell anyway, so they it's not like they were looking to for any type of justice or anything. They'll do whatever they can to hide it or to blow it off or whatever. They're just making it look like they have something. Like they're satiating the masses right now with the arrest or whatever. They didn't charge him with anything. So they released him 12 hours later. So it's kind of a dog and pony show, I guess, right now.
Yeah, I mean the fact that he was released as well.
Yeah.
J-Man, someone was arrested, but what about the Dow? It's over 50,000. I like
that
it.
Helps.
Yeah, that's the whole. I know it's the response to everything now. So basically, do we think at all it will start some sort of domino effect? Will it put any pressure on the DOJ with this happening, or nah?
They're trying to ignore it until it goes away. I think the only people keeping it in the conversation are people online and like people who are talking about it, because I think the government is very much interested in everyone moving along. They've made that very clear.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if they're cooking up something to distract everybody.
I heard that part of why Trump wants to put the kibosh on the Epstein files is that supposedly there's something particularly embarrassing about Melania in there, like something about her like bisexual years, which I think came out a little bit when he first ran, like on his first term. Yeah, that's what I think he's getting advising that's saying like, dude, just just come out with it. People will care for a month or two, and then people will be over it and on to the next thing. And it's honestly not too bad in the grand scheme of things. Like, so what if she did a little lesing? I don't know. I don't know exactly what's in there about it, but apparently that's something he's trying to save her embarrassment on.
In some other related interesting news, I had a friend who was kind of doing a deep dive into like looking at the files, like what's out there. And there was like a room with like young girls dancing or something. I mean, from what you could tell or what you could see is what the scene seemed to be. There was stuff in the room, and did like a Grok or like AI kind of like, whose room could this be kind of a thing. And there were like a lot of connections to Trump actually, which again, but it's just it's interesting. It was an interesting thing that they did. I don't know whether it's true or not, or what was really happening in that scene, but it was interesting that it came back, and it was like looking at handwriting as well on documents that were in the room. It was very specific, and it was like 80-90% like sure. And I mean, it is what it is with AI, and but that was something interesting that a friend told me when they went on a deep dive. So I don't know.
Wow.
There's a lot of people obviously on both sides and in between that are trying to cover a lot of things up. And
I don't think it's necessarily just one thing. Like, people are like, oh, it's because of Trump, and there's stuff in there about Trump, and that's why it's not out. I don't necessarily think that's it. I think that it's clear that there are people involved from both sides, like you said, Angela, and like I don't know if it's true or not. I've seen the people saying that Pam Bondi said like, oh, if we prosecuted everyone, like the whole system would fall apart or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, okay, then like that's the point. But I think that's really it, is like they're not interested in having their whole structure just collapse.
Well, yeah.
I mean, how would it collapse though if you arrested Bill Clinton? I mean, most people would be elated and think it was hilarious that he got arrested for being a scumbag, because he is a scumbag.
It would have to be Hillary too then, and then like what all else?
Yeah, it would have. I mean, there would be no end to it, and then it's like, oh, all these presidents are arrested. Like, it would be
Obama,
on the world stage. We would.
Yeah,
it would be terrible. I think everyone's very interested in.
Great. I think it would be like, honestly, like
you're like, burn it down.
I'm like, burn it all down. Hold everyone accountable.
Yeah, I'm ready for them to cross the Rubicon, because it's the only thing. It's the only way to get past this shit. I think Trump, in a lot of ways, Trump is the only reason why we got this. Mm-hmm. He's the only, like, regardless of whether you're happy with the list that they put out, regardless of any of that other stuff, Trump is the only reason why we got this. We would not have got this with Kamala Harris. We were not getting this.
Hell no.
They were not going to release this. So if you're mad at Trump for releasing this, I don't get that piece, because he's the only reason you got anything at all. They were not going to release any of it. But the other piece is like, Trump, like, if like, you could dwell on this forever. It's so disgusting. Like the things, like it will like pollute his presidency. You can't move forward because it's so deep. It involves so many different people. And so for him, I think that's a lot of why he wants to move on, is because you're never going to get anything done if you like, there's a lot more to do in the world than just this Epstein list. And, if he would have picked a better attorney general, I think also they could helping him out more, right? Mm-hmm. Somebody who was fearless in going after chasing these things down, he wouldn't have to deal with it as much.
True.
But we told him that. We were literally screaming, for the past year to replace her, and he stood by her. So now he's having to deal with this. So I mean, I don't know what else I can do, with my account. I've been super vocal about it. I had one, with the Learning Center or whatever, they went almost viral, like, I guess, like the other day or whatever. But like, I'm super critical of her, and I don't think that she's a bad person. I think she's probably a really good lawyer. I think, maybe she, whatever, there may be something to the Qatar thing or whatever, but like, the thing is like, you need like two different types of people that get picked for that job. There are lawyers and there are cops. Right now, we need a fucking cop in that job. We need somebody who's going to go in and fucking go after people. We do not need somebody who knows the law and all this stuff and is going to, oh, it takes time for the, no, listen, if a Democrat takes over the presidency, all these fucking investigations are gone. That's
right.
what people don't get. Like, yeah, okay, investigations take time, whatever. It's going to take forever. And the thing is Democrat gets the presidency, this shit is gone. So if they don't get it done in these few short years that we have, then it's all for nothing.
Well, yeah. I mean, I agree with you in terms of I posted something the other day as well about, you know, people being under the Democrats. I don't think any of this would have come out. They could have. So, you know, it is, we've got something, but I personally would, I mean, I'm big on accountability, and I, you know, again, on both sides, whoever, obviously terrible.
There are Democrats that are principled though. Like I don't agree with them. Like, but like AOC is pretty principled. Like if she's gonna, like, I think she thinks that she's morally right. If you put her in charge of something, she says she's gonna do it. I think she's 100% gonna do it. It, like, there are certain Democrats out there that will stand by their thing, but most of them are very flaky. They really don't, like, you know, you put in Gavin Newsom in there or something like that, he is just going to say whatever he thinks that he wants to, you know, his voters want to hear. He's not going to, like, but AOC is not unwilling to ruffle feathers. She doesn't give a shit. Like, you know, George Santos talks about this too, is, you know, she believes in, like, she believes in the things that she says. She 100%, and she's going to try and do them for the most part, even though she's crazy and she's an idiot. But, you know, like she's
passionate for sure. And like you said, she's not going to back down. She will fight.
I can fix her.
Yes, I don't care. Like, she's beautiful. It's just her mouth when she opens it.
Yeah, that's like so many women though.
Very true.
Oh my God, now I sound like Pearl.
I was gonna say, I almost called you Pearl, but then I was like,
Pearlism.
I want to talk to Pearl. Like, she's interesting. Like, it's the mental.
She is interesting.
We should try to get her on here, Angela.
I've asked her. Like, I actually DM'd her and, like, see if she was on. She never responded. She has come to a space before when I asked her to come, but she didn't come. Like, she didn't respond to this one. I don't know. She's a weirdo. So
I'll try. Wow. We'll see. I'll try. Like I said, she came in one of my spaces once, but was there for a very short period of time and popped out without really answering anything or saying anything. So, but we'll try. Why not? It would be, I'm like, let's do it. Yeah. Okay. Some final questions for Chrissie. Chrissie, if you could force any celebrity into a roast battle, who would it be and why?
Any celebrity into a roast battle, living or dead?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, you know, and maybe I think, that's so tricky. No, I like being on the spot. I mean, I think I would like to see Joan Rivers roasting so many people. She's my favorite. I'd like to see her roasting like Leonardo DiCaprio or anybody else who's like kind of just like a Hollywood F boy, you know.
Timothy Chalamet.
Oh, right. Well, hasn't he been dating
the
Kylie Jenner
Kylie
Jenner for a while?
Yes, it's interesting.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, like, there's so many great comedic voices who are dead, like, you know, obviously Norm Macdonald and George Carlin. Although, yeah, Norm was more of a roaster. Wow.
Yeah, is there someone you would want to battle?
Oh, wow. I think it'd be fun to do Matt Rife just because he's so like he's so hot right now. Everyone loves him, and he'd be fun to make fun of.
Lots of material.
Or, gosh, Whitney Cummings on her. I always bag on her because she's very fair weather when it comes to topics like she was promoting the vaccine. She was promoting at venues that like mandated the vaccine, but like 2 New Years ago, she was like doing a set with like Anderson Cooper. She was like, "Oh, the vaccine doesn't work," and I'm like, "Girl, you're only saying that now because it's safe. Like you put literally 0 on the line. You lost 0 jobs. Like, okay." It just bothers me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Rapid fire. Comedian rapid fire. Choose your favorite. Sarah Silverman or Ali Wong?
Ali Wong.
Ali Wong or Tina Fey?
Ali Wong.
Ali Wong or Phyllis Diller?
Ooh, I know Phyllis Diller's like more probably culturally important. I still really like Ali Wong though.
Ali Wong? All right.
Yeah.
Ali Wong or Taylor Tomlinson?
Ali Wong.
Ali Wong or Joan Rivers?
Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers or Chelsea Handler?
Joan Rivers. Are you kidding me? Chelsea Handler. Oh my God. I really love the way she skis naked. Nobody else could do that. Iconic.
Now you have to. Ooh, that's a battle I want to see. Her skiing naked versus you worming naked.
Oh my gosh.
Or diving, actually.
I'll worm down a hill. Oh my God, diving naked.
Yeah, diving.
In my current fit, in my current form, no one wants to see that.
Yes, we do.
I could snowboard. Naked. That would
fun
be
too.
That wipeout. The wipeout would be brutal on that. That sounds cold and painful.
And cold, yes, painfully cold, chilly. Yeah. Okay, Joan Rivers or Ellen DeGeneres?
Gosh, come on now. Ellen DeGeneres is another one of these that should be arrested and thrown into all the things. Of course, Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers or Roseanne Barr?
Oh shoot! Oh man, because I love present day Roseanne. I love Roseanne's glow up and comeback, and like how she's like freaking crawled her way out of being canceled. This is for what? To bring back to life? No,
not dead. Your favorite.
Just who's better?
Your favorite.
Fuck, that's really hard. Because like the current cultural significance of Roseanne Barr is very high. Damn, but like Joan Rivers, is she more like icon legendary status? Probably. Damn.
I love that
the right winger in me wants to say Joan Rivers, but the damn.
You really got her.
I guess I have to say Joan Rivers. Ugh,
all right.
That pains me.
Joan Rivers or Michelle Wolf?
Okay, come on. Joan Rivers.
Joan Rivers or Hannah Gadsby?
Wow, this is a real tough one. Joan Rivers, although Hannah Gadsby is fun to make fun of.
Joan Rivers or Whitney Cummings?
Joan Rivers. We all know how I feel about Whitney Cummings.
All right. Joan Rivers wins.
Yay.
That was fun, though. I'm glad
that was fun.
It was fun to learn that about you and to stump you there for it wasn't so rapid fire for a moment there.
No, it was slow fire. It was a slow burn.
I love it. Well, Chrissie, you rock. Love you. Please tell all the people where they can find you, promote shows, shout things out, what's going on, how can people support you?
Oh yeah. Follow me on Twitter at Chrissie Mayr. Follow my YouTube channel, subscribe. I do interviews on one of my shows called Nightmare, where I have in studio guests, always a really fun time. And then every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern is Simpcast. Angela's been on it. Hannah's been on it. Hopefully you guys will both come on again soon.
Fun. Yes.
So fun. That's like a panel show. And then, yeah, I dabble in stand-up occasionally. No current dates, but as soon as I do, I will let everybody know. And yeah, and watch me every Friday on Nerdronic's channel for Friday Night Tights. And that's at 4 p.m. Eastern.
Yes. And go watch our full interview on Bold Talk on YouTube. It's from a few months ago, but you'll get a deep dive. You'll get a little more background on Chrissie.
Oh, yeah.
So, which I got to know even more about you tonight. I was like, I could have done a round 2 of our interview. Like, it was like,
Oh,
anyways, it's always so fun. I love talking with you. I could talk for hours and hours.
yeah.
And hours.
We could always do it. We could always do a do-over.
A do-over because it was so good. But round 2, part 2.
Yeah, round 2.
A sequel or whatever. Yes.
Or we could do a prequel. I could pretend we could do an episode that came before.
That would be fun.
Ooh.
Thank you for roasting me. I love it. And I've been dreaming of the sticky toffee pudding.
Sticky toffee pudding. Oh my God. On our date, me and Angela had the world's greatest dessert.
Mm-hmm.
It was like,
I literally have not found a dessert better since still.
And like, I'm not really a pudding person.
I'm not really even a dessert person.
I enjoy toffee, but I don't know very many desserts that involve toffee. But this was like really mind-blowing. It was life-changing.
It really was. I think this was about 2 years ago now.
Wow. Yeah, it was at the
January.
Smith.
Yeah.
It was so
January.
cold out.
Freezing. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Braved the winter to go out to dinner.
And this waiter was like, anytime a waiter gets like very excited about something, it's like, you have to order that. You have to.
So we did, and he was right, and it was so good. So yeah, we need to go back there for our anniversary.
Oh my God! If New York doesn't go up in flames,
yeah. Well, if I do come back, I'll let you know for sure. And if you're in Florida, you need to let me know. We need a reunion, and Hannah needs to come, or whatever. Yeah, we need to orchestrate it. Yes. Thank you so much, Chrissie. You rock. Thank you
for having me.
Hannah, thank you so much. Please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yes, Twitter and Instagram. Oh, I usually have my handle in there. It's right, girl. You can find me there and here on Thursdays with Angela.
Whoop whoop. And Jay at Blackhawk CE457. Jay's got shows.
Sorry for talking so much tonight, but
can't shut this guy up.
Yeah, I'm doing tomorrow. I'm doing Grand Jury Joe Lanu. So it's actually they do like a true crime, or like it's like real up to date like crimes that have happened or whatever, and like shoot don't shoot or whatever, and like you do like a grand jury thing. It's actually pretty cool. So I'm doing that tomorrow.
Cool.
Very cool.
My dog's dying in the next room, so hopefully.
Oh no.
Oh no.
She's like doing the reverse like cough thing or whatever.
Reverse sneezing. Yeah, my dog does it too. They're like, oh my God. It does sound like they're dying.
I thought you were gonna say reverse dive because Chrissie was talking about that earlier. Like, man, talented dog. Dog Olympics. Let's go. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you. I love you. This has been awesome. You guys are the best. Everybody show them all the love. Follow them. Support them.
I hope I was bold enough.
You're always bold enough. Always, always, always. And I promise to come on Simcast soon. Thank you for asking me. We'll definitely, we'll do this all the time. Love you guys. Thank you so much. Stay bold. You're all the best. Good night, guys.
Bye.
Thank you. Appreciate you. Thanks, guys, so much for tuning in. Aren't they the best? Christie, Hannah, Jay, Rock. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you for chatting with us. It was really fun. Loved seeing your comments and questions. It's been great. And we'll be back for Bold Voices. The next stream will be on Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern time. My guest on Tuesday is Sean Hendricks. So be sure to catch that. And we'll be back also next Thursday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And other than that, please, please, please go over to YouTube and subscribe. And thank you guys so much for being here. Need more people in chat equals even more fun, but great show. Yeah, I know. I love interacting with the chat. It's so great. So yes, always, please. We do read it. We do like to interact as much as possible. So don't be afraid to put your bold comments in the chat. Thank you guys so much. Again, we'll see you Tuesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time. You all rock. Stay bold. Thank you so much for the love and support. Appreciate you. Have a great rest of your night and great rest of your week. All the love. Go, 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 go.